inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days.
Swing trader.
Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed. shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
Alright guys, welcome in to NorMacNoelTrading.com. Glad to have you guys on. I was just posting everything up there, and it looks like we're going to have just wait a couple more, maybe one more minute to get everybody in here before we go ahead and get started to start going over today's trades, going over the week that was. So, again, I hope you guys had a great trading week. I hope you guys had a great trading day. I hope everybody's green. Obviously, that's never the case. I wish that we could get 100% of NorMacNoelTrading.com to be green on the day, but that is not the case, man. It's one of those things that you got to work through. But we're trying to get the closest to that as we can. That's the way the cookie crumbles. So let me go live on Instagram here. Alright guys, we're live on Instagram. We're going to put it like that. Okay, alright, so we're live on both platforms. So let's see here, yeah. If you guys are new, welcome in, Byron. I hate to have to crick my neck like that to see everybody coming in. I'll give you a wave. Cool, we got some more people coming in. Alma, good to have you on, man. Brian, awesome to see you in. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and get started on today's trading day. So, today we had a couple of trades, and we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Let's see, realized stock portfolio. So, my biggest trade on the day was PRTY. PRTY was my biggest trade of the day. And I'm actually really proud of myself for being up 31% this week. It was an extremely slow week for small caps. And, really it's one of those things where, you just have to be kind of just grinding things out. Good to have you on, Katrina. Good to have you on, Sanwar. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Go ahead and wave to you guys there. And so, last time I started this account challenge on UST, I basically, you guys are gonna laugh at me for my golf club. I always hold this thing, but last time I did this account challenge on UST and not Robinhood, my very first one. My first week, if you guys go back and look at my account challenge way back when, it was probably 2 years ago. It was August 31st, 2017, I believe. You're going to go back and see my first week, I was up about $110 to start the week. And that was back when I was in my tiny little rental house with 2 other roommates in college. And now we're at $313.69. So my goal is for every week of mine to be better than that account challenge. My goal is to get to $1 million in 10 months and 1 week. Or sorry, to anything under 10 months and 1 week. That would be my goal. Okay? And really, I mean, with where we're at now, there's no reason why that's not attainable. I mean, the pace that I'm on right now, I'm excited that I might be able to do this in 9 months. I don't know. But at the end of the day, no one knows until the final day, and no one knows if, it could be a year and a half. I'm just telling you guys my goals is underneath 10 months. Now, how long it will take, there's no future teller to tell me that. I'm only going to take what the market gives me, and what the market gives me every single day, I'm going to try and take bits and pieces from it, okay? I got to make sure I don't get too greedy. I got to make sure I take the dips and not the rips. I got to make sure when it's time to size up, I size up properly. I got to make sure when this week I pretty much size back. That's, what I got to do. I missed out on a ton this week. I also took some losses this week, and things like that. So, and, my 1K to 1 million options account, I actually did better on this week. I'm actually up $430 on this account to start the week. So, who knows? I might get to $1 million on my options account before I do my small cap account or my mid cap to small cap account, or it might be my Robinhood account. I might go to zero. You just never know. But I'm telling you guys what my goals are and where I want to be. And it'll be interesting to see if my options account consistently beats out my small cap account. And the reality is, if I'm trading in both accounts, guys, okay, every day out of 10 to 15,000 stocks, there should be an A+ setup somewhere out there, right? And I don't want to take too many trades. I just want to take a couple of those A+ setups a day. That's it. Before, when I was on TOS, you guys saw me making 10, 15 trades a day. That's not what I want to be, okay? It's not what I want to be at all. I want to be a trader who, takes the proper trades and takes the A+ setups, whether it be blue chips or small caps. And I don't want to force myself into anything that I shouldn't be in. And honestly, if I take A+ setups, whether it be small caps, mid caps, or blue chips, every week, every month, every year, I should be on an uptrend, right? And that's the goal here, guys, is to keep myself on an uptrend. And so, yeah, I mean, in both of my accounts are up almost $1,000. I'm pretty stoked about that. Options could have been a ton better. My small caps could have been a little better. I could be at $3,000 in my options account if I would have held Tesla, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. We're not hindsight traders. We trade what's in front of us, and that's all we can do. Okay. Again, if you guys are new in here, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. One of the biggest things that I realize as a trader, my biggest weakness right now, and I can feel it, is when I take a loss. When I take a loss, it basically, I feel like I have to make it back right away. Like I need to make it back right away. I need to size up, and I need to make that back right away. And what happens is, I get into a stock that, those of you guys who are in Instagram Live are actually seeing all my hand motions. I look like a robot, right? I mean, basically what I'm saying here is that, when I'm trading these stocks, right, literally, when I start getting into a rut and I take a loss, and the first thing I want to do is make it back, right? And I start chasing, right? I start chasing into candles that I would never have chased in with more size to just take a quick scalp to make that back. Because before, I took a better setup with smaller size and I took a loss on it. Now I'm chasing on a worse setup with more size to try and take a quick scalp instead of an actual trade, right? And I'm not saying that anything's wrong with scalping. I'm just saying that that's the way that my tendencies are. So I need to get away from that. I need to get away from the feeling of, okay, I just took a loss. Oh, I feel like the tension. I need to just get in something and make it back, right? The reality is, if I am on here, guys, and I'm trying to make good trades, I have to wait for those setups to come to me. The biggest problems that I was having when I was trading with no goals and no plans was basically that I was trading with size that I shouldn't have been trading with, and forcing trades that I should never let actually set up. I was trying to guess too much rather than let the thing play out and start, sizing into to the stock on the way that I should be sizing in with clear risk off levels and things like that. I was jumping the gun and things like that. So, if you guys are on YouTube, I'm on Instagram Live, CanTheMan363. You can check that out. So, yeah, that's basically what I've been doing this week. But you can tell here, I'm not forcing anything. I'm literally letting the trades come to me. Every day has been green. Literally almost every day I've gone up in profit. I went from $50, $44, $61, $66, and today was almost $100 in profit. And the reality is no, Alex, my chat room's 100% for free. Go ahead and click the link in the description below, and you're going to see the normacnotrading.com. So go all the way down, click that link in the description below, and the chat room is 100% for free. I know it blows your mind, but yes, we are 100% free here at normacnotrading.com. Everybody asks me, why do I do this for free? I do it for you guys. I don't do this for my benefit. I get nothing out of it. I could be making good money on subscriptions and stuff like that, but the thing is I don't really need the money. And yes, for reals, for reals. I don't really need the money, and I want to give back to you guys, because I know back when I was in the dorm days, back when I was in the college days, when I lost $8,000, and I told people I was quitting trading, and basically financially I was at a point where I was like, I have to probably start, looking at potentially different places of college to go to, changing my living situation. I mean, things were getting extremely real, you know what I mean? And for whatever reason, when my back was on the wall, that's what I needed. I needed my back to be on the wall. I needed my back to be on the wall. I needed to feel like this is it. You know what I mean? This is legit it. Like this is life is no joke. You're either gonna get handed to you, or you're not. This is gonna be a big mistake in your lifetime. And so luckily, when my back was against the wall, I started turning things around. You guys can see the account challenge that I started 2 years ago. I documented every single day. You guys can go back and look at that. And then I hit $1 million about 10 months and 1 week of total trading time. Not like it didn't take me 10 months and 1 week, but I also didn't trade for, I think like a month at a time or something like that. I'd be on vacation and things like that. But yeah, so I'm on here basically just to motivate you guys, to have you guys realize that these things are possible. In the stock market, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to hit every trade home run, right? You don't have to be someone who's some crazy, I'm just a normal guy. I feel like I'm just a normal guy, and, just on here every day to motivate you guys, to create opportunities for you guys, to give you guys tools that you would not have had before if it wasn't for me, like my educational video series guide, scanner settings that we offer, all the free educational studies that we have in our chat room. All the people in our room that help you guys, I appreciate all of them as well. Jordan helps you guys. We got Momo, we got, Hippie Flip, we got 19 Birdies. All these are all usernames. We got Joss Man. We have, those people are in the room a lot. We used to have Jet. Jet was a great guy. And the goal is to be around a bunch of like-minded people, right, at normacnotrading.com. The goal is to literally, hopefully create a team where we all are on each other's sides. If somebody says, hey, this doesn't look right, and then you kind of you guys talk back and forth. And I don't mind if you guys are chat room buddies and like to mesh and message each other and say, this is what you're doing right, this is what you're doing wrong, and then every day you kind of check in with each other. Things like that. I'm still working on upgrading my mentorship program. I want to do that for you guys as well. I want to create a chat room full of like-minded and successful people, right? That's why I started normacnotrading.com. I know that there's a lot of chats out there that, et cetera, they do all this stuff, but they charge and all this stuff, and everything costs. Everything's a paid wall, right? And the biggest paid wall is usually just to get into the chat room. Well, it's free. There you go. Also, guys, if you could share me on your social media. This is my first week in my account challenge. My first week, I started November 4th. Okay, November 4th, 2019. And I tried to get anybody in there that I could on my own. You know what I mean? Because my biggest frustration in my account challenges are when people, they come in 2-3 months later after I'm making $10, $20, $30, $40,000 days, maybe even $100,000 or $200,000 days. You hope, right? Those are the really, really good days, and they're like, oh, how do you do that? I want to do that. I want to be that. And the people that come in at that time are the ones that don't want to have a process. They don't want to work hard. They don't want to study. They just see a ton of money, and they're like, I want that now, right? And the reality is, this isn't just get rich quick, right? No matter if you're trading small caps or blue chips or whatever, this is not a get rich quick, guys. That's not how this world works. I think we have enough realization and enough smarts in normacnotrading.com to realize that, okay? I wish it was that easy, but it's not, Look at me. I'm making $60 a day. Do you think this is I can't, no one can really live off that, right? But I know where my goals are. I keep compounding away from my A+ setups, and then bang, right? Make $1,000 in a day, make $2,000 in a day, and then here we go, right? We're starting the momentum. Okay, and the reality is, guys, the biggest frustrating part about me during this account challenge is they come in midway through and they're like, hey, can you start with $1,000 again? Or, hey, can you start with $1,000 at all, right? And the reality is, I just did, and they don't even believe that I just started with $1,000, and there's no way I could get it to $100,000 or $150,000 or $70,000, $50,000, $20,000. They don't believe that, right? And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for not believing in what I do. I have no hate against that because I wouldn't think it's possible either. But the reality is nothing is possible until you make it possible. And if you believe something isn't possible, then it's never going to happen. You can't believe that something is impossible and then make it happen because you know where your brain's at. Your brain says, I can't do it. But if you get your brain into a mindset of, I can do it, I can make this happen, and it's something that no one has ever done, and then you think it's possible, well, guess what? You just opened an avenue that would have never been opened before because you thought your mindset said it's possible, right? Your mindset said, I can do this. And that opens up something that you would have never reached. That reaches up goals that you would have never thought it was possible, right? Just by opening up your mindset of, this is possible, right? So, the thing is, I want to make sure as many people as possible can see me with a small account because I don't want anybody saying, and I know it's going to happen no matter what, but I want as many people in here as possible to say, okay, this guy started with $1,000, he came on here every day, fully verified, showed all of his trades, every single day he came back on, and I had nothing to say but wow, right? This is truly possible. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying I'm not going to have red days. I'm going to have red days. 110% I'm going to have red days without a doubt, right? And the red days are either going to come from me trying to hit home runs and not being successful, and they might be pretty big red days. Or they're going to come from me just not being patient and not sticking to my plan because I'm getting frustrated. But, I come on here for you guys, again, to create that motivation. And I want the people that are going to come in midway to be in now. So if you guys could share me on your social media, on Twitter. My Twitter's @StocksToGo. I already had a couple people share me yesterday. Tony P, that's awesome, man. I didn't know you've been following me for 3 years. That's really awesome. You're the OG. Awesome, man. That's really cool to hear. But and so follow me on or share me on your Twitter @StocksToGo. My Twitter's @StocksToGo. You can follow his account challenge @StocksToGo. Tag people that you think would be interested at @StocksToGo. I would just appreciate if you shared my challenge to anybody that you feel like, is basically, interested or would be interested. 77% of America doesn't like what they do as a career, right? And I think the most enticing career to anyone would be no boss, freedom of literally doing whatever you want, whenever you want, right? Rajesh, awesome, man. I'm glad to have you. Yeah, you saw my first 1K to 1 million. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. That's really awesome to hear. I really appreciate that. Why don't you reach out to me, Rajesh? I would like you to reach out to me. Reach out to me, and I'd love to, get in touch with you. I appreciate you sharing my chat with your friends, family, whoever. Because it does mean a lot to me. Because I do want to create that motivation for as many people as possible. I don't have that huge following. I don't really do any ads. Maybe I should start doing ads. I don't know. I don't really do any of social media like everybody else. They just they have clickbait and they have, all this stuff where they do ads and, I'm just organically growing by word of mouth. And so the more people that you tell, or if you could share me, like social media is the most powerful, obviously. Andrew, man. Oh, man, we're getting the real OGs in here. My gosh. So we have a guy I've been following before he created a Discord channel. That's insane. Man, that's wow, that's awesome to hear, man. But if you could share me on social media, because I don't want to have people that don't believe that I started with $1,000, or they can't relate. They can't relate to my $1,000 account challenge because now I'm at 20 or 30 or 50, right? They can't relate anymore because they don't have that kind of capital. Well, it all came from $1,000. I didn't add anything. I'm just making clear and fully transparent trades, and I come on here every day again because I want to show you guys that these things are possible. So again, it would mean the world to me, and maybe I'll give you like a free scanner setting or like a $100 gift card to Amazon. If you reach out to me on Discord, that's the only way I'll actually really be able to talk to you, because that's where I spend all my time, is Discord. The free link is in the description below. But again, if you could share me on Twitter, that would mean the world. @StocksToGo is my Twitter, @StocksToGo. That would mean the world. I really appreciate that. My Instagram is CamTheMan363. I know a couple of you guys shared me on your story yesterday. means a ton. I reached out to them. I responded to you guys as well, so you guys get some followers as well. Again, my Instagram is cantheman363, or you can make a post about me and just say, hey, you know, there's nothing to lose. This guy's doing this for free. You know, 110% for free. There's no paid barrier. Come check him out. If he fails, well, so be it. If he doesn't, you're going to see something pretty cool. And I've done it before. I've done it once, and then I tried it a second time, but I did 1K to about $600,000 or $700,000. But I went to Hawaii for 10 days and Europe for 35, and so that got in the way of that. Once I went on those vacations, I basically, like, I just was trading with whatever. I didn't keep to my routine, and I started just trading randomly, just with my own accounts, and just kind of having really no goal or no mindset or no drive to really, you know, just you know, I was staying profitable, but I was trading with a lot of size, and no one can relate to that. So it doesn't hit people on a level that I am right now that people can relate to. So if you could share me on your Instagram, cantheman363, that'd mean a ton to me. On my Twitters, @StocksToGo. You know, just share my Discord channel, or my website, normacdualtrading.com, or my Instagram, or whatever you want to do. I believe we have a Facebook at normacdualtrading.com. You can share that as well. It means a ton to me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Because the most frustrating part of this account challenge is people don't get to see this from the very beginning. And I know a lot of you guys are starting to see this from the very beginning. Hopefully there's only a couple of you that are new in here. How many people are new for the first time in this YouTube or on Instagram right now? How many people are new right now? I want to know that. How many people are new, first time that they've been in here, first time they heard about me? Type 1. Type 1 if this is the first time you've ever heard about me or been in my chat or seen any of my streams or heard about my story or anything. Type 1. I'd really be curious. Okay, Alex Montez. See? So there's a new person. Craig. He's new. Do we got anybody on Instagram? Let's see. Caramel. Okay, there's one. Okay, so we got a couple of new people in here. Quavo, why are you ignoring me? I wasn't ignoring you. I'm just busy with what I'm saying. But anyways, yeah, if you guys could share me on your social media, that would mean the world. And see, here's some of the new people already that are coming in, right? They haven't even seen my first week of the account challenge, and one of you guys is probably going to be like, "Can you restart with $1,000?" No, no, I'm still at a reasonable amount. I'm at $1,300, so I think that's still relatable for a lot of people. Jay on Instagram is new. Awesome. We got OJ who's new. Cool. AGRX just had an offering, guys. Let's go ahead and watch that live. AGRX, that's probably going to come down pretty good. We're down at 204. Awesome stuff. So they just had an offering on AGRX. You can see right here. It's just some price action. See, right now, I feel like this is one of those, if you get to the news quick enough, you short it right here. You could have taken 20,000 shares on a short with about a 210 average. Right, and you could easily cover that short up already at 201, but I'd still be holding that short, no, without any question. You can see look at all the people on the ask here coming in. If you guys are on Instagram here, this is a quick little tip here. So look at that. I mean, you could have shorted some size. First one of the news there on the offering, you could have made some good money already. 197 now on the ask. People are still pushing this thing down. People are trying to get out on the ask, but the thing is they're just going to keep pushing it down. See, we keep going there. Some big orders here on the ask. It's going to keep going, I believe. I think at least. Could get to the 180s. Pretty cool stuff to watch, though. Anyways, though, I don't want to. Let's go over my trades today, guys. Let's go over my trades and start right now. So. Wow, TRNX, man, 198. They had somebody in the room was on this right away down at 154. TRNX is a tough name though. They always release PRs. They try and flare their stock up. They're full of that. They've been doing that for a long time. The company TRNX, they release all these PRs and all this, and they just try and fluff their stock up. It's usually never really legit, and they always come back down. So I don't really like to trade it. But hey, not saying that there's not good room for profit there, right? Yes, I do trade options as well. I had a nice trade in Alibaba, Tesla. Those are kind of my big trades of the week. Okay. So let's go over my trades today, guys. So my first trade today, let's go ahead and go through my trades here. It should be on here. So let's see. Today is 11/8, so these are not my trades. 11/8 here. My first trade is IMCT. Wow, I bought that all the way down at 84 cents. Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. I think I sold out at 84. Yeah, I remember that. And then this thing came down to 72 cents, bottomed out. And then my first entries on IMCT here, you can see I took 600 shares at 97.99 and another 20 shares at 97.99 there for a full position there. I was waiting for this one because I did like the news. It was like $25 million had been raised. It's still holding. Notes to convert is 141. That's pretty good news there. And I was long like right in here, and I got stopped out for like a half a cent loss or a cent loss. Came all the way back down to 68 cents. Wow, 67, 68 cents. I would have been stopped out of that. Glad I didn't hold. Thought it was kind of done, but then we started perking back up, and I started to see this on the scanner like right in here. The scanner was slowly pulling this thing back up. Oh yeah, you can see it right here. So here's our scanner, the power of having the tools. So the scanner is the reason why I actually started taking a look at this again. We had MICT here at 71.83, and it popped it up a couple times, and I'm like, alright, you know, this is something that I'm watching now because I like the news, we're consolidating. And to be honest, I didn't take any of this chop here. It was kind of hard, it was very buggy, it was very like, okay, this is all choppy, right? This stuff's choppy, it's kind of lighter volume, tough to tell if that's real volume or if it's just like social media and chat rooms getting in. And once I saw this with this kind of volume in here, I immediately got long on this red candlestick right here at 97.99 on the ask there. It's about a 2.5 cent spread. We pop all the way back up to 118, and of course I sell too soon. And there was my most frustrating trade of the day. I had it all planned out. I will go over in a second on MICT. Could have been a home run play. Not a home run play, but definitely a double. Maybe a triple. So MICT, I got long literally right on that candlestick right there. 97.99 on that candlestick was on the ask. And then, so you can see me getting long there. 97.99 at 10.47 right there. Right there. And then I'm starting to sell. I took off 300 shares there at 107 and 106, so this thing literally popped straight back up, and I took some off into that candlestick. And then I took off the rest at 103 right in here. I wish I would have held because it kept on going. But the biggest trade that I missed, that was a good little win there. The biggest trade that I missed out on today, though, on this one, and I had it planned out perfectly. I just didn't quite. It just didn't quite. I'll answer your guys' questions here in a little bit, but you guys could see here. So my second trade that I wanted to take, seeing this huge recovery and then coming back down, we could see this thing. This is showing that we can wick down and come back up and wick down and come back up. So I started to look in here, risking off $1, and I was going to get long 103 right here. This thing wicked up a second after, and then we popped straight back down, and I got a little nervous because I saw a little candlestick. Literally, we sold right back down. I was about to get long here at 106. Look at AGRX, guys. AGRX. Wow, did we nail that. The guy who was here first, guys, nailed that. 210, 212 short average. Covered up probably for like a, what is that, a 30% gain. Look at that. That's... Those offerings, man, if you can get on those quick and they're up high enough, they can flush really, really quick. And that's a payday for you right there. That was an awesome, and this is probably all shorts covering here. But, so yeah, and I saw this and I'm like, alright. And I almost got long on 106 here. We started at 105 on the bid, 106 on the ask. And then this thing flushed on a nice seller. And that kind of scared me because it was like, okay, are we done? Are we weak? Came right back up, and then I couldn't get any entry that I felt comfortable with in here. Would have been small size, if anything. We got to 120. 103, and I would have been scaling out on this pop probably right in here, 114 to 117. That would have been it for me. That would have been my biggest trade of the day right there. Probably would have been up 150, 200 bucks, maybe more on that trade. I couldn't quite get myself to pull the trigger. And that's one of those where it's all hindsight and you got to move on. WKHS was another trade that I had today. I literally scalped it. I literally got long at 298 or 299, and I got out at 301. This brought me above $1,300, and that's really all I wanted on the day. But we had one more trade on ADMP here, guys. ADMP, I've been watching this all day. I believe this has to do with the opioid crisis and this has been bouncing off the bottom here with serious volume. And we've been showing some serious volume in the stock, and I saw this thing uptrending, and $1 is the strongest resistance / support in small caps. And I love to see this like consolidating right around $1. I almost got long here, but I was actually taking a bath like right in here, and then I like got out and I saw it, and then I got long at 101, I think, and then I just took a quick scalp at 104. This thing came all the way back down. I don't like to see that, but yeah, quick little scalp for like a $10 trade there, and that was basically it on today, guys. MICT was the big. Oh, sorry. What am I saying? Okay, sorry about that, guys. PRTY was my biggest trade of the day. What am I even? I can't believe I did that. Okay, PRTY was my biggest trade of the day, guys. So PRTY, I actually got long right in here, 218. Stopped out at 216. Got back, or let's see. Let me pull up my orders here. So you can see here, I'm buying 300 shares at 219. I bought some more shares at 219, 247 shares. I sold it all 216. Reality was I didn't want to go green-red, and at that point I was about to. I got nervous on my account, but I started to like the way it was setting up, and I said, screw it. I'm gonna risk 3 cents a share. And my goal is to sell at 230, literally. So 3 cents for 12 cents, 4 to 1, right? I can take that risk reward every time. I like the bottom bounce setup. I've been seeing some things on about their helium conference call that's kind of like going under the radar, so I like that. I like that, it was building higher lows. I like the fact this is the biggest thing for me. So we broke down under VWAP, but then this thing had look at this volume that came in. But 500,000 shares came in right here to perk this thing right back up. And whoever was buying right there was a serious buyer, and they know what they were doing. And that's a breakdown right there. Higher lows, pennant forming, and then it broke down, but then it popped right back up, and this shows me serious strength with that volume. That's why I bought. I bought because of the volume, because VWAP should have broken it down, and it literally came right back through it on heavy volume and said, we're not doing that. And then I got back along there right here, 10, 12, 13, so right there. So right there on that dip, I got long at 218. 1250 or no, 1213.29, and then I got back long at 1251 and 41 sec. Or I sold out at 1251 on this wick right here. I sold 240 shares at 1251, so that's right on that wick. I got to my goal at 230 and I took it off. Simple that. I had a trading plan and I stuck to it. Took it off 231, and I wanted to see if we'd break out and start going parabolic above 235, 236 with my last scales. 230 was going to be my breakdown, and I felt like we were breaking down. The bid and the time of sales started to slow down. That's a lot of level 2 and time and sales reading, and I got out at 230 for my last sells. Came all the way back down to 225. Glad I did, or 226. And I was looking at this for one more entry right in here, but again, I'm going to lock up this week a green note and not going to take any chances. WKHS 299 out $3. Wow, so just took a cent a share there. ADMP 101 out 104. Yeah, so those of you guys who are talking about my Tesla trade, so Tesla I had a nice little trade on options. Tesla we had so you can see here on Tesla, November 5th, I bought a 332.5 call, 2 contracts at 313, and I sold my contracts, 2 contracts that I had, and I sold them for almost about 100% gain. That was my biggest trade on my options account. Also, I took a nice trade on Alibaba. Alibaba was another trade that I made. my options account. So I did 146, 3 contracts, 190 call, 1115 expiration. Scaling out 216, 220, and 214. So a nice little 70% gain there. So a couple of good wins on my options account. Overall, we're up about $430.97 on the week. More on this account than my small cap account and mid cap. So I'm proud of myself in options, and let's keep it going. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns? Now's the chance. I want to go ahead and go over another scan here we had on ENG. ENG was caught at 120. This one was a trade that I wanted to take, but I wasn't quite quick enough. I saw this 120 wick off. So what do I mean by 120 wick off? So we got a huge wick off 120. A huge buyer came in, sold off, and we had another wick that came through. Now we have a double bottom wick off. Not just a double bottom, but a double bottom wick off, and then we came all the way back up to almost 150 for a 23.33% alert. Jordan nailed that trade. He does his research. He does his studying. He puts the time in. This is the things that he studies. He's done a ton of Excel, and those are the textbook setups that he trades. I was proud of him for that. I was trying to get in that same stock, but I was not going to chase it, and I would have chased it. I didn't want to risk more than like 3 cents on that trade because it was very volatile. So my goal was to get 122, 123, but I wasn't quite quick enough. And this was caught on a normal medium float washout long play there. So that's our scanner there. Those of you guys who are interested in my educational video series guide, it's up on the website. I want to point out that Trade Ideas is next week. They're starting their trial, okay? Next week, so Trade Ideas is what you just saw here, okay? This is Trade Ideas. So Trade Ideas is doing their trial next week, okay? And I want to put that link in there because those of you guys who are interested in trying out the scanner that I usually probably take 60 to 80% of my trades on off of, because I can't search through, no matter how many chats I'm in, no matter how much I'm in, I can't search through, 10,000, 50,000 stocks in milliseconds. Well, this scanner does that for me, okay? Starting November 11th, this trial starts up. So I put that link right there, okay? You save your test drive spot. You're going to get Trade Ideas for 2 full weeks, which usually costs you $230 a month for premium access, okay? They usually do this 2 or 3 to maybe max 4 times a year. They usually only have 5 full trading days, but they're giving you 10. Okay, 10 full trading days. So 10 business days you're going to have to be able to sign up, okay? So if you're someone interested in a scanner at all, I would recommend trying this trial out and seeing if you like it. Now, I'm even nice enough to give you guys a free scanner setting to give you guys an idea of how this actually works. So I'm pulling that up now. So you guys can sign up and you can plug these scanner settings in, which is about, I think it's about 5% slower than our actual momentum scanner. And if you're like, okay, what do you mean momentum scanner? We actually sell scanner settings that we put hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours into. So this is, we put hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours into these scans, okay? And the all-in-one scanner is right here for $500, and that's a one-time payment, okay? A one-time payment. This is exactly the same scanner I use. And you get add-ons, the gap up, the gap down, the social media scan, the float rotation scan, the hold resume scan. I believe there's one other scan. Okay? And those of you guys who are interested in having the proper tools to trade, this is a very important piece. Okay? And right now they're doing that trial, so I'd recommend at least checking out that trial, and you can use those free scanner settings. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a cheap way to try it out, $8.99, and you get a scanner. You can get the software, but the thing is the software itself doesn't have, like, you don't, I mean, you have settings, I think the Trade Ideas does, but it doesn't have customized settings, okay? And this has hundreds of hours, not thousands of hours of back testing done on these scans, okay? And it's very rare that you're going to see a washout long scanner or a dip buy scanner ever. These are very rare scans that you're ever going to see. But I think that they're one of the most valuable scans that I use. Probably I would prefer these ones over this because it gets you in the habit of looking at stocks that are, you're buying the dips, or you're looking at the dips instead of looking at the rips, right? This is just some of the time put in, guys. This is the Excel right here, okay, that we've put in here at normacnotrade.com. These are all entries, okay, right here in front of you. NSPR, CPHI, FRED, OGN. Look at all these stickers. DGLY, NITE, PPLT, PED, CANF, okay? I'm scrolling now through 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Okay, we're just going to keep on going. Now we're at 1,200 different entries. This is all back testing, okay, that we put in the time to do, guys. We're looking at 1,500 different tickers now, okay? We're looking at 2,000 different tickers now, guys. Look, you can see it on the left there. I can keep going and going and going, and look at that. We're still going 2,500 tickers, okay? You can see how much time we put into these scans, guys. This is no joke. 3,000 tickers now, okay? Now we're looking at, oh my gosh, okay, 3,416 tickers that we put in. This is all the back testing that we did, guys. It's absolutely insane, the kind of time that we put in to make sure that we had the most efficient scans that we could possibly have, okay? And that's just on one of the scanners, okay? So, again, if you guys are interested in checking out the scanner, that's the kind of work ethic, that's the kind of mindset we have here. There is no messing around at normacnultrading.com. We take this very seriously in what we do. I take what I teach you guys on my video series guide, like if there is such a thing, even more seriously, because that's probably the hardest project I ever worked on in my entire life. This video series guide goes over the strategies that I use to turn $1,000 into about $2.4 to $2.5 million over about just under 2 years of full trading time. Not actual length of time that I've been a trader, but actually coming to the markets every day, because again, I've been on vacation, I got sick, I went to the doctors a lot during a period of time. But this is my video series guide that goes over all my strategies that I use as a trader. And I made this because I wanted to be able to have something that I could share with you guys, share all my strategies, and all in a very condensed video that has about 16 to 17 hours of content that goes over how I overnight stocks, what my strategies are for overnighting stocks. That's a huge thing for people that are stuck with PDT, is overnighting stocks, because you don't get a day trade on that. Nobody knows that, right? Well, guess what? Those of you who are on PDT, guess what? If you overnight a stock, buy it on Monday, sell it on Tuesday, that's not a day trade. Okay, you could buy it at the close, sell it at the open, no day trade there, and you could have just made profit. That's a big strategy that I used when I was on PDT, is that's how I got away from it, and that's how I was able to make trades every day, plus 3 day trades a week. So a total of 8 trades, okay, per week that I can make, because I found out that overnighting a stock is not, a day trade. That's just a little piece of what this video series guide goes into. It goes over swing trading, the swing trading strategies that I use, the momentum trading strategies, the simile plays. It goes over a little bit of shorty techniques that I've used. I don't short much though. And you guys can see this video goes over exactly. Welcome to normacnultrading.com. Glad to have you guys here. So my whole story here is basically, it goes over my entire life. Where I started working, my parents, how I grew up, how I was raised, what made me into the mindset that I have today. Going over my first, starting process of when I traded and almost quit. A very important thing is how to make a watch list, how to set up for a watch list the day before trading, so you're very prepared for the trading day the next day. It's very important to have tickers. I have on my screen every day 6 to 8 tickers that I have already preloaded on my watch list before I even open up my computer in the morning. That already gives you a leg up, right? You're looking at things that have potential. Swing trading is more important, I think, than learning momentum trading, because it gives you a longer term mindset, so I put those in there first. Momentum and short strategies, momentum trading, chart patterns I put in there to kind of get an understanding of like what chart patterns look like, pennant formations, IPOs is a very cool strategy that I teach you guys in there. And honestly, the number one thing to study, in my opinion, I teach you guys how to use it and what I use to study every single day. That is the number one thing that I used to study that is attributed to probably a ton of my success. And I can't even explain to you how much it's helped me over the years. I go into how to study and what to use to study, and actually tools that can help you look at things that I never thought was possible. And for free too. Live, or for free that tool is. And then live trading in level 2, so I go about 3 or 4 hours of explaining me live trading and why I'm getting in, why I'm getting out, and my explanation of what trades are setting up, what time and sales look like, and the level 2 of what it looks like when I'm live. Exactly like second by second updates on what I'm doing and the things that I'm seeing with the tape, the level 2, the news, certain resistance and support levels. I go over all that into detail. Kind of gives you an idea of my mindset.
I'm so excited to be able to finally release
And I also go over
my educational content
scroll down
to you
here in a
guys.
second.
Here is all my video series guide and what it looks like. You can go in.
So
and
it goes over my biggest gains, my biggest losers, and if you can't fess up to your biggest losers or losses at all, then I don't think you're going to be able to make it in trading, because you have to stay humble. You have to come back and have your process every single day. You have your process, and you have to trust your process. If you don't trust your process, it's going to reflect on your trading. Your process is everything in trading, guys.
each one, and then they're in order from first to last
Go
video.
down.
You can also enlarge it by going like, let's go strategy.
And
So my IPO strategy and in depth.
So questions, I answer a ton of questions over the years that you guys have asked me in the question section. Any question that I feel like any trader has ever asked me, I put them at the close to the very end, because I want you to watch all of that. And then I know you're going to have questions throughout all those videos, but hopefully by the end of that, you're going to get every question answered by each and every section of those question sections there. That's about 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours.
Exactly what I'm thinking inside and out of every
Answer.
trade that I make in these live trading things. I also go over live trading right here.
And here's all the question sections. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this end video is very important to listen to as well. So I don't think we've had a bunch of sales that we've had in these videos, but I don't think we've had one person finish yet. I've been keeping track with some of those guys that have purchased the video series guide, and honestly, I don't think anybody has finished yet. So it just tells you how dedicated and how much time. It's like literally going to class, right? It's tuition. You're paying for tuition, and people that watch it 3 or 4 times over, I'd recommend every one of you guys to watch it 3 or 4 times over to give you guys hopefully a base, a foundation, an understanding, or take you from a decent trader to a good trader, take you from a good trader to an excellent trader, take you from an excellent trader to like a professional or whatever. So, I made this so I can give you guys tons and tons of homework, tons and tons of study guides, tons and tons of things to look at. If you're going through a hard time as a trader, whether you be beginner, intermediate, or expert, I made this specifically for each and every trader. I put that link in there. It's also in the description below. And check that out. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns? What do we got here on Instagram Live? Yeah, are my previous challenge videos still up? Yes, they are. It's hard to scroll through all that, guys. Sorry about that. Oops, I just... Yeah, you can. You can't... Oh, yeah, you can trade options on. Any other questions, guys, comments, concerns before I head on out here? Yeah, I thought about that. That's just a lot of work, man. To journal every single one of my trades. That's just a lot of work, and I'm doing it all for free. So I don't know if I could journal every single trade, man. That's a ton of work you're asking right there, and I already have so much on my plate as is. So I wish there was like a program that I could just click and it would update at the end of the day. Something that was automatic. But me hand going in and journaling, I mean that's a lot of work. Easier said than done, man. Because, I mean, I'm going to be on here every day. 3, 5, 10. That's just going to be a lot of trades. I see what you're saying, though. How did I manage to get my 1K account challenge to my $1 million account challenge? Well, Steve-O, I go over that in my educational video series guide. But, I mean... I did, yeah, 100% with a scanner. 100% with a scanner. No questions asked. It would have been a much slower process if I didn't have a scanner. I literally started with $1,000. Literally. Oh, you mean include having the scanner too? The scanner costs, man, how much was that? Actually, I don't think I started using the scanner until I got to like 10,000 or something. Or maybe I did buy it. Maybe I did buy it before. Oh, no. That's not true. That's not true. But the company that I worked for prior had a scanner, and they'd put it on voice, and I used that. That's what I did. That's a while ago. The company I worked for prior that I was an owner of, they had a scanner on voice, and I used that scanner, so it's free for me. But it's also slower, and I eventually got my own scanner, because it's not nearly as nice as creating your own, and also it's all about milliseconds, guys. It's all about milliseconds. Questions, comments, concerns? I gotta head out. It's already 2 o'clock. Gosh dang it! I just spent so much time on here with you guys. Oh, you guys take up so much of my time. No, but anyways, guys, it's good to come on here. If you guys have any questions about my video series guide, my scanners, chat room, please share me on your social media accounts. Again, I appreciate that so much. @StocksThatGo, my Twitter. @StocksThatGo, my Twitter. Hopefully we can gain another 1,000 people by Monday to watch this challenge. So it would go a long ways if you share me on your @StocksThatGo, my Twitter, Instagram. I know it's only a couple seconds that it takes for you. How nice being on the West Coast. Yeah, for sure, man. It definitely is. It definitely is, man. But then again, when I was on the East Coast trading, no, I was in Europe trading. What am I even saying? I don't know. I'd rather, as much as I'd like to get up at like 9, it wastes my day, man. I'm done trading at 4, and then I'm done here at 5, and then it's like dinner time. There goes my day, right? So I kind of like being on the East or the West Coast because the day's still young, right? I can go out. I'm literally gonna go to Costco and go get all some goodies. Probably gonna get some veggies and chicken for some meal prep. The typical thing to do, man. Just the typical thing to do. I'm nothing crazy. I'm not a crazy guy who goes out and just freaking blows everything. I mean, I drive a Kia Sportage, and I live in an apartment still. So as you can see, I'm very people can call me cheap. They can call me whatever they want, but I am just very. I'm looking for the word. Not stingy, because I know where to spend my money, and that's food. You guys will see if we ever do like a but when we do like a trader get together for Nomad. Yeah, frugal. There we go. Thank you, Carrie. Frugal. If we ever do like a trader, when we do a trader meetup, you guys will see I spend money on food. That's it. Like, I love a good Wagyu steak. I go out and I love feasting on like some Kobe beef. I just love eating good. So that's my thing. In terms of like mansions and cars, and the only reason why I'd ever do that, literally, and I'm saying this now, and who knows, it may happen, is because I want to create more motivation for you guys. That's it. Literally, that's it. That'd be the only reason. Other than that, I don't know. You got me, man. You got me. All the watches and stuff, yeah. I have a decent watch. But anyways, guys, again, if you could share me on @StocksThatGo on Twitter, Instagram, CamTheMan363, Facebook would be Normagnol Trading. That would go a long ways. We'll reply to you. Maybe we'll give you like a free scanner setting or something. We'll hook you up with some Normagnol trading gear, or yeah, we do have trading gear if you guys are interested in that. It's right here. I actually have the sweatshirt, which I love. The material that this has, guys, that we have here is honestly, like, I love it. Like, without a doubt, I like to actually wear my shirts because they're comfortable. I wear my Normagnol trading shirt. I mean, the cloth that they use. There's also like workout shirts that are super comfortable as well. I mean, I enjoy it. So you can check that out as well. So yeah, awesome, man. All right, guys. Excuse me. See you guys Monday. All right. You guys better stay safe, because I want to see you guys Monday. Stay disciplined. Study, study, study. If you're going to get the video series guide, I'd recommend doing it today, because you have the whole weekend to study, and then you have Monday to look forward to trading. I don't like getting the video series guide during the week, because then it's just like you can't really even watch it until the weekend. So, anyways, enough of my ranting. You guys have had enough. Alright? I'll see you guys on Monday. Cheers, team. And go Hawks.